including opening our nation's first licensed pharmacy. In this morning's NOLA Minute, NOLA Now reporter Sean Bailey takes us inside for a look at its sometimes spooky history.
The New Orleans Pharmacy Museum gives a pretty interesting and maybe even creepy glimpse into the history of medicine. Before opening as a museum in 1950, the building itself operated as America's first licensed pharmacy more than 2 centuries ago. At the start of the 19th century, there were no licensing requirements in the U.S. for pharmacists, but that changed first in Louisiana in 1816. Louis Duffield Jr. became our nation's first licensed pharmacist, and he opened this French Quarter drugstore in 1823. As a port city, New Orleans was often plagued with sickness, which means that many of its citizens really needed some healing. The museum is filled with authentic artifacts that were used for extreme forms of treatment, some of them more chilling than others. This was at a time when leeches and bloodletting were believed to cure diseases. Today, visitors can explore the museum filled with exhibits about these questionable medical practices, many that might even make you squirm. For NOLA Now, I'm Sean Bailey.
Yes. Please, I just needed to be too.
Well, New Orleans